Hi, Mrs. Killian, Grant Putnam here. I'm just at your house, just taking a look at everything. I think it's August 20th today on Saturday. Got the guys back here doing some maintenance. Went over everything with them as far as, what we're trimming and whatnot. So the first thing is your lawn has a lot of nutsedge. See that tall, kind of yellowish? It's yellow nutsedge, and what it does is it spreads with rhizomes under the ground. 10 inches deep, so you can't try to pull them up. You try to pull them up, it's not going to do anything. Usually what we end up having to do is spray a special type of herbicide that will kill the nutsedge, and sometimes you have to do it a couple of times a season. Once you get it down, this is probably a couple years worth of kind of building up, but it does spread pretty quickly. It's something you should be aware of and something that should be taken care of. If you decide to use us for the lawn fertilizing services next year, then of course, we could take care of this for you, or again, we could actually spray it for you now as well to try to get a jump start on it before it kind of really takes over going into next year. So the other thing I noticed is you have a lot of perennials in here that are in the wrong location, meaning that you have some perennials that require more full sunlight in areas that are very shady, and vice versa, meaning you have some perennials that require a lot of shade that are in a lot of sun. So when you get home, perhaps we can spend a couple minutes just kind of going over that, give you some ideas about possibly relocating some of the plants, shrubs, perennials in your property, and then this way everything will look, a lot better. Another thing I noticed was hemlock trees here in the back corner. Looks like the deer have been eating those because you only have a 4-foot tall fence. A deer will jump right over the top of that. So just be aware of that. It's something that, the deer do like eating the hemlock trees. We're watering these trees for you today, but it's not really a water issue. It's definitely a deer browsing issue. There's one in the back that doesn't look too healthy. So I can't really tell you why it's not looking too healthy, but again, we'll water it for you today, and then you should be aware that, you might consider spraying some of these hemlock with deer repellent once a month, okay? The boxwoods in the front still have that leaf miner. There's different stages of life, so I think we should come back and spray these one more time for you, for the boxwood in the front, to try to kill the insect, the leaf miner that's living inside them, okay? The two crabapple trees, this is a crabapple, and that's a crabapple. They both have apple rust disease, and you'll know that because there's a yellow stain on the leaf. It basically just makes them look pretty bad. You see that yellow stain? And it just kind of sucks the life out of them a little bit. You might consider treating those next spring as part of the program, okay? And that's it. We got a good handle as far as, trimming all the right plants. We trimmed the privet for you today, and we're deadheading the perennials, deadheading some of the plants so the flowers are spent, cutting some of the perennials that are kind of weeping over that don't look good. So you got under control. Any questions, give me a shout. Thanks. Bye-bye.